Right now, we begin with 100% use of Paras, Paras intellect. This is the best tool to bring this prince, invisible prince, into the highest experiences. Can experience the highest company of God. In our language, we use the word with a lot of love and sweetness. We use the word Baba for God. God meaning the point of light, the incorporeal, bodiless point of light. We use the word Baba. So let's create some experiences in our home, come into the experience of being with the Supreme Being, with point of light.
One question every human being need to ask is, what is it that goes with us from one day to the next, one life to the next? Just like children, those who don't think of tomorrow, they will be in trouble. Families who don't think of tomorrow, they find themselves in trouble. It is reckless. Same happens here. Stone intellect, they can't see too far. All that Baba does, Baba sees far. Baba sees the whole cycle. And then you realize that we have the option to go for something that is extraordinary. And it is simple, but also necessary. What is it? The invisible prince understands his reality, eternal reality, wakes up to his extraordinary truth. Timeless and changeless celebration. We just need to introduce this sanskar of awakening. We all right now need to ask, in the last hour, was the intellect, mind hanging around the story, hanging around the world of dolls? Or was it so interested in this celestial truth? World with God, world of God. Don't analyze even what happened a minute ago. In this, we just come in this Smriti Swarup. It is a game of a second. And we stay in this experience. Our service is to help others come in this experience. They also discover their eternal truth. And you need nothing more. You understand? You are so lucky, and no one can deprive you, no one can deny you. Those feelings are not there that you have to defend, you have to protect, you have to. What if, and only if those things are not there. That monkey show, the monkey doll show, can take any form it likes. Celestial dance goes on forever. Your benevolence continues forever. Because your dimension is different. Alaukic dimension. By that, what do we mean? Dimension, it's a different reality. For example, a dream is a different reality. They cannot interfere with this world. So here, our effort is shift of dimension, shift of reality. Waking up is like coming into this different reality. And our effort through the day is staying there. If there's such a prize, who would not do this? Little attention and staying in that celestial truth. And then, even at a physical level, it's a reflection. Me collecting gold, it doesn't go with you to the next birth. Anything, even knowledge, information, it doesn't go into the next birth. But if we come in this eternal dimension, create light in these dimensions, the physical world also is a reflection of the alaukic. It is like the working on the physical through the non-physical. That is the way you can transfer. That's what Baba often says. Transfer goods and goods and your treasures, bags and baggages. Om Shanti.
How is everyone? How's it? How was yesterday, today? Any major scenes in the drama?
Back and forth for me.
How about you?
I wasn't able to detach myself. Yesterday, I'll try again today.
That's something. It's good. We looked at how these phases are, and no soul can continue to fall down forever. So after you reach the bottom, bottommost, you hit the rock bottom. From there, it's only upward. And that's how the journey is for each one. And so we acknowledge that, we accept that, and yeah, it's a nice way of looking at all our all our entire family, soul family. That's how they are all operating based on their bondages, based on which phase they are in, what is fueling their life right now. So that was one of the phases of the soul. Before we move ahead, is there any question, anything that has come up in the last 24 hours? Any question, any comments, even online? Is there?
Just from what we were hearing um, in the last 5 minutes, what we were listening to,
Yeah.
they mentioned that nothing goes with us, not even the knowledge. So,
Yeah.
like if someone matures very spiritually in this lifetime and in the next lifetime, does that mean they may not be that spiritual? Like they have to relearn all this knowledge? It stays with the soul, or
And spirituality is, what they meant was that knowledge doesn't go, because knowledge, like the words and, like if you are thinking about or discussing this Brahman phase and everything this life. So next life, someone uses these words, you don't feel that you know them. So that is there, the words, the knowledge, information doesn't go. But if you have, practiced it spiritually, that goes. So, how we talk about difference between knowledge and wisdom. So wisdom will go. That will go with the soul. So not their understanding, but how much they have actually become. What has come into their being, that goes. Yeah. So yeah, information. Has everyone, made this sketch at home? Have you tried? Have you tried? This is an important homework. It's simple, but a good homework to create this sketch. Another point that came up in the last 5-10 minutes, what we heard was, this drama can take absolutely any shape and form. It will, the monkey show, it can take any form. Today, anything can happen. But main aim is to keep the mind and keep the intellect interested here. So value, whatever you value. And they were saying that in that audio, um, that you create the physical through non-physical. So this world is a non-physical dimension, and this is the physical dimension. So if I transfer, how people understand it is like the physical reality is the, reflection of what you are inside. So that's, how we understand ordinarily. But what it actually means is that when you transfer everything at the physical level. So I transfer my security, getting sense of security from a house to getting sense of security in being, eternal, immortal. So this is transferring. So transferring, the love that I feel or the comfort I feel from relationships to this dimension. So now that you transfer everything to non-physical, so this will reflect the physical. So this will be reflected. So this security, safety, success. So the more we transfer it here, then things, take a different shape and form here. So we can continue to, progress horizontally. Horizontally means like everyone in this world is into a sort of a race. So first you want a house, then we want a car as well. And we want some promotion as well. Then we want a better house now we can have. So this is all success at this level. This is called rat race. Success in horizontal success. But now for a conscious being, success is at vertical level. How much can I stay up? How much can I stay beyond? How quickly am I able to, main sign of our progress, absolutely main sign of our progress. What would it be? I think before answering, I should ask the question. Main sign,
Attachment.
detachment. Yeah. Main sign of our, you know, progress, real progress is detachment. And how do you actually measure how detached am I, or how do you practically check or ask yourself, where am I with detachment? How will you check? In online, people can type, but comments here.
If we don't react to the drama,
Yeah, no reaction. Okay,
no emotion will cease to exist.
thank you. No emotional, trigger. Okay, that's
And no impact.
no impact. No. Yeah, yeah, they're all on right track. We will use this word. We will use this word, full stop. So I can put a full stop on my thoughts. That that is the degree of detachment. So if I, attempt to put a full stop to everything that happened in the drama in last 1 hour, it may be a disaster, it may be a horror show, whatever. One thought, and I don't think about it at all. And not just now for 1 minute, but that's how we start the practice, with 1 minute, 2 minutes. So our meditation is not long hours, but it's 1 minute of no thoughts, 2 minutes of no thoughts. And then it becomes a natural way of being that I can think only about what I want to think. If there is something that I want to put a full stop, I'm able to put a full stop. That is not impacting my next hour, next minute. So that's the main sign of detachment. So how when there is lack of spiritual power, then this brake doesn't exist. So you're driving a vehicle and it doesn't have a brake. Yeah. So it's like that. You will keep running into something or the other, you'll keep hitting. So that's the sort of a world that we are living in, where souls are, spiritual weakness means not able to, put a full stop on what has happened in the drama. And my thoughts are upset. My mind is completely obsessed with the drama. So spiritual greatness is that mind is not obsessed with the drama. It is not obsessed. It is interested here. So things at this level uh, appear small, insignificant. And these are long-term benefits, but every 2 minutes, whenever we create 2 minutes, this has to be practiced, making the drama insignificant and small. So, how enlightenment, let's talk about enlightenment. If this is the graph, sometimes the understanding is that this is how enlightenment looks like. You start here and then, or it's like maybe you make it like this. One day you will reach here and you start here. But that is not how enlightenment is. If I start from here or at this point, then every time we create minutes, so let's say this is enlightenment, or this point is enlightenment, this point. So every time I create minutes, I touch this point and then try and hold it. Eventually you will fall down. Then again, touch this point. So every time, same level of enlightenment. You come into this every time. It's not that today I'll come 10% and then after 20 years I will 100%. That never happens. That is never going to happen. Every time I have to come into this 100%. Yeah. So it may take some time, you may fall down a lot, but then when that's the paras intellect, when you use it 100%. Says. So our, destination is perfection. So then our method is also perfect. Practice is also towards perfection. So perfect method, every time you aim for perfection, you come into this perfection, and that's how you reach perfection. But you can't say that today I'll be, half here, half there, but then one day I will be there. So no matter how much we come into that downward spiral, but again, we know the method and we have the tool. So the tool is our intellect, paras intellect, which can see the entire drama as a drama and nothing more than a drama, nothing more than a story, small, insignificant, and sees this as the main world, major world, most important. So this is the main world. So again, worth revising previous classes, and yeah, worth creating a program. Very important to create a program, and very important to create this sketch using these two colors. Create a sketch and put it somewhere. So, any other comments? Any questions?
That things happen. I step out like that with a full stop and then suddenly I come in. And what they will see a transformed person, which won't make sense to them. Do you understand what I'm saying? So they will be like total, yeah. Imagine if I see a total maniac walking out and coming as a saint, I'll lose my mind. So then again they will try to begin a stir like, again you said this and again I'll try to put a full stop. So how long will this cycle continue?
It continues till the time I, go past the image of this character. We ourselves, to begin with, the soul is attached with this character and this image. So there are changes that take place. So I somehow I'm still identified to that image, and others are definitely identified. So they will, want to see the same person, even if they take out, so Ravan has a lot of problem with this image, but also when this is changing, becoming a little bit spiritual, then also it has a problem. So either ways, it's always problematic. That's the nature of Ravan. But I have to see how much value should I give to that opinion, value do I give to those conversations. It is, yeah, it is that work that I have to do of being okay with my own journey, with my own changes, with how others are reacting to it. So I think, yeah, people will always say, especially the close ones, you are changing, you're this, you're that, you're too much, into this, too much into that. So that those things continue anyways, even if you're not doing anything. Otherwise, also Ravan gives those comments. So that is just part of what happens. So we have to be um, careful of not to fall into that trap of yeah, taking it by heart. Yes. So if you can be going, you can be happy with your progress, but someone has the freedom to call you cold, someone has the freedom to call you rude, whatever. So everyone has the freedom to press buttons, but we have to, be sure of what I am doing. So that is important.
Yeah, I can sort of resonate with that question, because what I feel is the more like I'm trying to do the right thing for myself. Still, the triggers surrounding they don't change at that pace.
Yeah.
Even if I'm changing at 1%, they are just there all the time.
Same.
So they tend to pull me back
Pull you back,
again. And so if I'm meditating 1 minute in the day or 2-3 times, I feel it's already very small, taking very small steps. And if because of the triggers, I'm being dragged back again and again, the progress gets very hard. So um, it become like at what point can we be sure that please continue? Sometimes you lose hope that, oh, nothing is
Yeah.
happening, and then how long will this take? It'll keep on going like this, and when will I truly get the essence of not being affected? So
it comes with a practice, and mainly once we start getting little taste of taste of this of my real personality, and that taste will only begin when I am taking those some steps, and I am creating that environment of light. Somehow it's like how to say that, how to put it into words. It's like a very old and rusted engine which hasn't been used for 100 years. And so what they do is, they turn on the keys and they keep doing it again and again and again, and after multiple trials it just starts. It's because it needs a certain amount of heating or that sort of thing. So every time you are creating these 1 or 2 minutes, it's like you're heating that engine because it's very cold, it is completely rusted. There is, it hasn't been used at all for a long time. But if you keep doing it, a momentum is created. Internally, a momentum is created. Then one day you don't know, but one day you're doing the same thing, but suddenly it's on. So that is, it is very, where I'll share that one of my, um, you know, uncles was doing the course, and he's very disciplined. So he has that sanskar of being from an army background, so he has that sanskar. So he's used to meditate every day for 5-10 minutes, and he would go to his bed and he would lie down and do the same thing, that the soul, I'm in my home and this and that, and come back. So that sort of thing he did every day when the course began, and he was doing it. And then one day he shared with me that suddenly I was doing the same thing that I do every day, creating the same thoughts that I am in this light, I'm in this world of light, and suddenly I was there. I was not here. And afterwards, I looked at my clock. I thought I'm just there for 1 minute, and it was half an hour. I can't believe, without any effort, I was just there. So that momentum, when you create momentum, that's why consistency is important. Because if I do, 3 times a day, 4 times a day, but then I stop for 5 days, yeah, then you see it's a big gap. So there was like little bit oil that started eating up, and now it's again cold. So little steps, but every day. So every day, just small steps every day in the right direction. So what it does is then it just heats up the system. You won't even know you're doing the same thing, and now you can hold that. So from that moment on, it is it changes the game for you. For you will see it sort of upgrades one next class. It's like you're in the next section, next class.
Now I think for the situations like this, that diagram will come handy, because even if you are in a complete chaos,
Yeah.
immediately look at that and probably realize. Probably it is early to ask this question, but is there a proper,
Yes.
is there a visualization, probably a video of how it should look like? So
Yeah.
because it is all in my imagination, probably it's not even right. So
Surely.
something to give me a picture, so I will always imagine that.
Yeah, surely. Visualization is good, and it helps. But for those, if someone cannot visualize it, it's not the central part. If it assists me, it's good. But if you can't visualize, or you're not able to, there's no problem with you. It's just, it works for some people, it doesn't, but mostly it's about the feeling. So it's mostly it's about coming into that experience. So I can start with visualization, but what matters is the experience. So yeah, it is. But surely we'll share some pictures and some, that definitely helps. And creating this, sketch for your own self is good.
Any specific time of day you should do it, like normally it's said in the morning, first thing you wake up.
Yeah, yeah. Morning is very good. Morning is good. Evenings around 7 p.m. is good. That is also a good time. All these are times, just before going to bed. These are good times. But also anything that we do sort of, on muscle memory, which is like you're not thinking too much about it, any sort of activity, that is a good time as well. So I think like brushing, bathing, these are habits, these are activities that don't require us to think anything. So those are the most these are very good times to focus.
I've heard of shower meditation as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Any, why they say early in the morning. Early in the morning is actually different, but just when you wake up and just before you go to sleep, how things leave a more lasting impact on the, because it goes into the subconscious mind. So subconscious mind is not just, active in those 2 times. It is definitely active, but it is active multiple times during the day, because anytime we are doing something that does not require me to think about it, subconscious mind is active. So usually people, will go into a pattern of thinking at that time, because they know, to driving or bathing or all these things, what to do. So thoughts go somewhere else. And those are the times when subconscious mind is actually active. So if I yeah, the deepest, those times I can impact myself in the deepest ways possible. So these are good times. And early in the morning, why they say early in the morning, it's because mostly people are asleep, not much chaos, and it's a different energy. Obviously, whenever we have to reach somewhere quicker, we prefer early in the morning because of those reasons. So any other comments? Yeah, so let's come to our topic for today. So everything in this world is in a it's in a cycle. Everything in this world is in a cycle, like the water cycle, the carbon cycle. Everything is in a cycle of day and night, cycle of seasons, time cycle. So everything is, passes, and then again we are in those same months. Even our week, 7 days of the week, they are cyclical. So same way we are talking about the entire drama, entire stage, and how this entire stage is also, in a cycle in that sense. And in this cycle, let me, so you can see if this one happened. So all the souls, from their home, they come into this world stage. The home is up above, and the souls are coming into the world stage. And so somewhere when it begins, the first time the souls come onto this stage, then they are they are 100% full. There is no bondage. They come when the souls arrive. They come into this. Naturally, they are in the deity phase. First time when they come, they are in the deity phase. They don't need to meditate. They don't need to. It's very natural. Yeah. So all this, perfection, completely working from this energy of happiness, ideal personalities. So they are like they are like that in their home, and when they come here for the first time, that's how their personality is. So it's like a phone, battery that is 100% charged, and it comes like that. So this time is called the morning morning time of this world stage, of this physical world. This is the morning. And morning is also called, you know, golden age. Golden age is also called, Satyug, the age of truth. Golden age means age of truth. Gold means truth. How So age of truth. So in age of truth, the souls are in the drama, but they are in their highest truth. So the drama, stage is very beautiful. Everything is not like today, but the elements are wonderful, great. Relationships, even the bodies, bodies of all these souls, they they don't get any diseases, they don't have any problems. It's because the soul is perfect. No? So perfect soul will get a perfect body. So there is no, difference. One is obese and the other is too skinny. All that doesn't exist because soul is in perfect balance, complete. And that's how the entire world is, it is reflected in that sense. So it's a golden age. Golden age means plots are also like that, like the day-to-day scenes are also like, you are in heaven, paradise. It's too good to be true. It's like, but it is true. Yeah, it is the reality. So that continues for some time. And that is the plots then, like any movie, it's like a fairy tale. So you're watching a movie, but it's a fairy tale scenes. Everything is just unreal, surreal. After a while, all these souls, they continue on their journey. They take one body, leave that, take another body. Their roles, they are changing roles, changing costumes. And after a while, some bondages are created as they continue on the journey. Because right now they don't have the knowledge that this is a play. Yeah? They have this, or let's say they don't have this. There is this thing. There is this. Their form is very high, and they are in their truth, but they are not conscious. So it's like they're naturally good, but not conscious of, this is good or this is bad, that sort of thing. So in a way, a bit naive, in a way, innocent. So then some, bondages start, and as these bondages are created within the mind, some identities start to be created based on anything, based on I am so good or whatever. So these identities start. Anything that I own of this character, absolutely anything, any good talent, anything that I own of this character, then it creates an identity. It, uh, it's like a bondage tied to this theater, drama. Then I can't fly. It's a thread that has been tied. So soul cannot fly. Yeah. So certain bondages are created, and then souls, the plot is now changed to afternoon. So this is all part of, like, we don't question why morning has changed into afternoon. Same thing is happening here. But if we talk about why it's happening, then the explanation is bondages. Yeah? But can we avoid those bondages? That's also not a question, because it's just part of the process. Yeah? Like if I eat in the morning, can I say I wouldn't get hungry at night? That's not possible. Yeah? So it's like just a cycle. So afternoon time means now this is the silver age. This is the age of, it's not golden age, but the silver age. And now uh, many more souls are coming. More souls are coming from their home to this world stage. But what happens is, let's say, if in this room we enter in this room, and this is a brand new room, fully renovated and all that, and new tenants come in this room, so they are 100% charged and 100% happy and all that. So after a time, as their energy decreases, then the house is also getting old. Yeah? So let's say now this room is 50 years old. The people living there have also changed a little bit. Yeah? So now new people come in and they are again 100% enthusiastic. But the house is still 50 years old. So these, the first four people who arrived here, they, with time, they needed 50 years for this house to feel a little bit old. But these new people who have arrived, they may, they may start falling down a little bit quickly, because now this house already has problems. So they can start complaining earlier. Do you get it? The first four people, they might have started complaining after 50 years. But these people, they come, in their highest state. These souls come in their deity phase, but they have more reasons to fall down, or complain or get trapped, because the previous ones are already now crossing the line. So they are crossing the line, and the new souls, they haven't crossed the line, but the pull is more to cross the line. So they are more likely to cross the line a little bit easy. They have that pull. So this is the afternoon of this entire world stage. So there are all the continents present, different continents. But whoever comes in whichever land, whichever continent, they come into this deity phase, come with this phase, but then slowly they change. Yeah? This is Silver Age, and this is the afternoon of the souls. So we will say that by the end of this golden age, there are around 40 to 40 lakh souls. Not necessary to go with the numbers, but later on we can, if someone's curious, then we have the figures. But after, by the end of Silver Age, the number reaches to 2 crore. This sort of, yeah. Afterwards, no, actually this is wrong. Sorry, not 2 crore. I will get back with the number. I think it's not 2 crore, but it can be 20, but I'll check. Then, after afternoon, obviously there is evening. And this is, Satyug, Treta, then this is Dwapar, this is the Copper Age, where the value of the souls is moving from gold to copper. So it's not very valuable because bondages have increased, with the drama, with identities, with roles, the number is increasing. So we can say that mostly souls here are in the deity phase. Souls, when they come in Silver Age, they are also in deity phase, but quickly they all move to the warrior phase. Copper Age, new souls come in, this deity phase, but all the souls predominantly are in the merchant phase. So money becomes a most important factor from here, money or comfort. Yeah, so they have created many bondages in the drama, and the ones who started traveling earlier, they are like the old, souls. We use this word, old souls, new souls. There is nothing like old and new, but we just use that language to understand. The ones who have been on the journey for a long time, they have created more bondages, and they are in the copper age. And this is the evening of the whole world. This is the light is going away from all the souls. Little by little, the light is fading. There's more darkness with time. And finally, the number of bondages becomes so intense and so many that all the souls predominantly they come into their demonic phase, even if new souls are coming constantly, population is increasing. Constantly it is increasing. 100 years ago, the population of this world was 200 crore. And today it is 800 crore, 8 billion. So in 100 years, 600 crore more souls have come. 6 billion souls have come in last 100 years. Where have they come from? From their home. So most people now, they don't believe in reincarnation. They don't believe in, they just believe in one life. Because most people on this planet, it's their first or second birth. So they cannot believe in reincarnation. It's their 6 billion souls. It's their second life, yeah, for 6 billion souls. So that's how it is. And yeah, just the population of India in during partition, it was, I don't know, maybe some 2 crore or something. The population was much less. But today, India itself is 2 billion, 200 crore, yeah, 100, just after partition. So, you can check that. And this is the night of the world. It's the darkness. And they say the age of darkness, this is the Kali Yuga, age of ignorance, darkness. This is what every soul is completely forgotten, completely sleeping, completely. There is no light anywhere. They are waking up, they're sleeping, doing the same thing. There's no question. So majority, 99% are in demonic phase. It's a different scenario. And so many, and as we create more bondages, what started as a fairy tale now becomes a nightmare. So if you are sleeping for too long, have you ever experienced when you sleep for too long, more dreams come, more dreams, and then random dreams, weird dreams. So if you sleep for too long, then that's what starts happening. So as they are sleeping, first it's like a sweet sleep, and then it's just nightmares. So that is how it is being reflected in the drama, war and fights and whatnot. So this is the night of this world. What comes next? What is coming next after night? Really? Morning comes after night? Oh, dawn, morning. Yeah, yeah. So morning is guaranteed after night. Yeah. So dawn, and we will say for just in our 24-hour cycle, that period of dawn is like for 2 hours, 3 hours. It's a very short time. It's called Amrit Vela, Brahma Muhurat, early morning hours. They pass very quickly. And, they say that people who wake up in those early morning hours, they are, closer to God, and they are, more divine, and, that sort of. So it is not just about those 24-hour cycle, but in this world cycle, within this drama, there comes a time when it is the dawn within this drama. So there is this time of awakening. So there is an age after night, the age of awakening. The age of awakening is very short, all these are for thousands of years. Golden age, silver age, thousands of years. Copper age, 1,000 years. Kali Yuga, for thousands of years. Kali Yuga is like, we can say, Iron Age. So for thousands of years. And this age of awakening is very short. It is just 100 years. Very short period of time. And if you look at the world, half the world is awake and half are sleeping. But anyone who wakes up from here, which means coming into the Brahmin phase. Age of awakening means awakening to the truth, when you awaken, then morning, you can be prepared for the morning. You can be prepared for age of truth. The more, we one enjoys awakening, then there is more chance of, this being in this fairy tale type of drama. Otherwise, we all, after the drama finishes, so after this age of awakening, it has to start from us, from this golden age. So after age of awakening, all the souls, they go back to their home. The drama is finished. Drama is finished, and drama finishes with this age of awakening. So all those who have to awaken through wisdom, they will wake up. All those who have to wake up through pain, they will wake up. But everyone has to wake up because it's the end of the drama. So each one will wake up. Yeah, 100% guaranteed. But it is guaranteed that there are only two methods, either through pain or through wisdom. You wake up and you go back home, and based on my experiences, based on how much I have, how much I've awakened myself truly, based on that, we, come into this one of the ages. Yeah. So for someone who has awakened through pain, lot of pain, lot of punishment, lot of, these tragic incidents, they have prepared themselves to come into Iron Age. You see, because they haven't learned anything, so their first birth or their first life will be in Iron Age, that sort of thing. So the more I have used wisdom, whenever the soul comes here, and every soul has to come here at some point. Every soul has to go into the theater. But if you have, the more you have seen this as a drama, then you deserve the best scenes of the drama. The more you have ignored that this is a drama, then situations wake you up. And when situations wake you up, the journey starts from either Copper Age or Iron Age. It cannot. Do you understand this, how this is working? So internal awakening is related to when this actor will come on the stage. So right now, the best sort of acting, right now, it's like an audition. Age of awakening is like an audition. Who will, who is, better fit for which age? And the best sort of acting is actually to come out of actor consciousness or role consciousness. The best actors are who have now become observers. So they are watching the drama as a drama, they have become observers. They are the finest actors because they have the highest consciousness. They are most awakened, and they have the right to naturally they get to see better scenes, or the best scenes in the drama. So the type of awakening I have created, that is what I, have, um, that is what I'm deserving to see. So if I spend a life of, pain messages and lot of punishments, then I deserve to come here in a time where there is more chaos and this and that. So this is the connection, and so this is the age of awakening, and age of awakening is like how do you think that this awakening actually takes place? So all the souls are in demonic phase. Most souls are in demonic phase, creating bondages, and suddenly they become deities. What happens here in 100 years?
They all become Brahmins.
They all become Brahmins. Okay, and why they become Brahmins? How do they become Brahmins?
Introspection.
Introspection. And for introspection, what do we need? Knowledge. Yeah. So this age of awakening is like where there is an injection of knowledge. So we have the opportunity to be injected by knowledge. Yeah. And knowledge, as we said, knowledge of what is the truth. what never changes. So that is real knowledge. So when the soul gets this injection of knowledge, it can come out of demonic phase and it can completely become a deity. Each one has to come to that stage. Each one has to. So the people who are saying you are becoming a saint and oh, you are becoming too spiritual, they also have to come to that. But it is up to them to decide how to come to
In the
that.
same lifetime. Okay.
Yeah, in the same lifetime. So right now it is that sort of time. This is the time. It's not next lifetime because the time is very short. So the age of awakening has already started. It's actually towards the end. It's towards the finale. Why we say it's towards the finale? Because this um, this night of this on this drama stage means that there will be transformation. So from Iron Age to the world that we currently live, it has to change to this fairy tale age, which is more like all the elements are also pure. There is no volcanoes, there is no tsunami, earthquake. So how there is a lot of study being done on this that right now, originally the earth used to be on 0 degrees, and now it has come to something like 32 degrees or something. So it has tilted a lot, and now slowly it is coming back to zero. So this age of awakening is everything coming back to its balance. And when something has moved away and comes back to its balance, there is chaos. Externally, it appears as chaos. So the signs that things are coming back to their balance is upheaval, lot of upheavals. So more volcanoes, more earthquakes, natural calamities, more of war, more of this war and based on religion, based on this and that. So as we are progressing with science and we are progressing with our education system, all of this is increasing as well. More health problems, more divorces, more suicides. So everything is increasing. More temples, but also more diseases. More so more religion, scriptures, traditions, but more of uh, divorces, more of everything is increasing. So why is this happening? What is not right? What is not connecting? So the the reason is that really the real knowledge and real understanding is absent. There is more of external, just what we discussed as fake sort of spirituality. And because of that fake sort of spirituality, bondages are increasing day by day. There is no stopping to that. Expectations, bondages, desires are increasing within each one every second. More desires, more expectations. And because of that, somewhere some souls are awakening, they are waking up. And as they wake up, they also need to wake up, so there are more situations to wake them up. And in this manner, ultimately everything is coming to a balance. But externally, it will appear like a lot of things are breaking apart. Systems, hardcore beliefs, hardcore ideas, all these has to break apart. So everything has to come to this one. Just golden age means truth is ruling. So there's one truth, one. Every soul is in their one religion, which is the religion of truth. There is no other, nothing else that exists. Not 100 languages. All of this, doesn't exist. That's why, you know, they say how the entire world was a family. One family, whole world. Even if we go just 100 years back, then it used to be joint families, and you can't even figure out whose child belongs to whom because there's such a strong connection. So thousands of years ago, imagine the beauty, imagine the purity. There are so many towns in this world even right now where they don't have locks on their doors. They don't, lock even shops. There are some places, New Zealand, you don't have to, there's no shopkeeper, you just put your money. So this is what's happening right now. You just imagine, as you go back 50 years ago in villages, it was the same. Go back 200 years ago, no need of these locks and insecurity because that fear wasn't there. you know. So golden age, it's absolutely beyond our imagination. How beautiful this same world can be. How beautiful. It's like disbelief. And how this is created? It is created by spending more time here. So that is golden age, but this is, this is eternal. Eternally, this is a golden world. Yeah. So this is you can say this is a heaven, but eternal. That heaven comes and it goes, after a time it fades away because this is, uh, it is within the drama. It's like a nice movie within the nice episodes within the drama. But this is constant. So the more souls are waking up, they spend time here consciously. They create this, they sort of, you know, invoke, heaven. They invoke these changes. So this is the cycle of time.
You're only 100 years away, like less than 100 years away from golden age?
Yeah, less than even 20 years.
So our kids will see golden age.
Yeah, every soul, can see. Every soul will definitely become aware that this is the end of the drama and we have to go. Every soul on the planet becomes very aware, very clear that we all are returning and where we have come from. That is very clear for each one.
Oh, sorry. So the start of golden age is actually a rebirth for all the souls.
Not all, because this will have a very the population is maximum, it goes to 40 lakhs. So this is very, out of 8 billion, with very, small population. It's not everyone. Because if souls are waking up through pain message, then they can't, really without wisdom, you can't. So for truth, you need to know the truth. No? You need to live the truth at some point. How they show all the, deities, all the Devi Devtas, sitting on a lotus. And it's not practically possible for someone to sit on a lotus. Obviously, 80-90 kilo person cannot sit on a lotus. But what is the quality of lotus? What's the speciality of lotus? Why lotus is associated with all the deities?
Floats on water, despite the thorns. It's
Yeah.
beautiful as well.
Yeah. Anything else?
Even wherever it blossoms, it can be a muddy water or anything, but it always remains pure. Like there is no stain of
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
speck of dirt on it.
Speck of dirt. So so lotus mainly, from what I know, grows and blossoms in muddy water. I don't know if it also does in clear water, but it's a muddy water that where lotus blossoms, and the uh, there is a wax sort of coating on the entire flower that no matter how much you throw on it, you can throw mud on it, but it cannot sustain it. It will just shed it. So all the deities are shown sitting on a lotus. But is there any mud in this age? So why they are shown with beyond above mud and no effect of mud on them? But there is no mud here. Where is most of the mud?
They're past it.
In the Iron Age,
Iron Age, yeah. So basically, the souls who become, come into their deity phase right now whilst being in mud. So that is shown as a symbol. This is what they do in their previous lifetime. So today, deity phase, yesterday it was Brahmin phase. Yesterday it was, tolerance, it was detachment, it was, a lot of power accumulating. That's why today it is in the deity phase where it can only see perfection. It can only see the good. So that happens because of it's not a magic, yeah, that you don't do anything and suddenly you are a deity. That can't happen. No? So Iron Age is it's like a production of deities. This is where they are manufactured. So Iron Age is demonic phase, but deities are created here. There is no ideal ground for deities to be created. So this is the time they are created. This is the time that their, you know, understanding, knowledge can reach their peak. So the more pull there is, it means there is a better chance of coming into deity phase, more opportunity. That's why we were saying previously that if you are begging and you are not being successful, you are unsuccessful, there's more chance, opportunity is more. If you are begging and you're getting, you want compliments and then you get a compliment, you want gift for Mother's Day, you get gift, there is less opportunity for the soul to wake up because it will continue in that sticky sort of, keep enjoying that, and there is very less chance of waking up. So waking up happens in Iron Age. And when someone is completely sleeping, they are in a nightmare, that's when you can now wake them up. But when they are seeing a nice dream, you can't wake them up. So through knowledge, souls have the chance to wake up, completely wake up. Yeah. And yeah, the more there is resistance, the better chance for the soul to sit on the lotus. And lotus means the knowledge. Lotus means is this paras intellect. If you are using that intellect, then you won't take any stain. You won't absorb any stain. You see the scenes as a scene, you drop them. So that's how in muddy water, all the good qualities flow. So any comments here? What is going through your mind?
Lot of hard work to do.
Attention, only attention. Only frequent attention. Really, just not hard work, but focus. Focus. Bringing back my focus again. That's just it.
Actually, I'm not big fan of phone or I don't like to see phone very often, and there are so all the good videos are on YouTube. So to continuously remind me like this is 1 hour, which I get like 3 times in a week, and I will also discontinue.
Yeah.
So I need a proper reminder, which is not a digital media.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah. You can very creative ideas you can come up with, putting some reminders for yourself, or mainly, we even use this digital media, everything, for finally to come into this constant mental reminders, so that I don't need that. So if you already have that situation, use it for your benefit. Create real reminders internally, hour to hour, every hour, just 1 minute pause. So you can create that. And making notes, referring to notes, these sort of things is help. There is one question I wanted to ask. Are you usually free on Friday, like tomorrow, this time, 6 to 7? Are you
For me, it's a little
tricky?
difficult.
It's
Yeah.
tricky for you?
mostly we get invites on.
Invites, yeah. Thinking because we have only one class left, so was thinking for tomorrow, but otherwise it's okay. We'll continue on Tuesday. We can, that's the last sort of class. So yeah. Yeah, any comments from here? Anything else?
Just with a general idea of the cycle, you're saying the cycle repeats and souls arrive, souls leave. But still we say there is one life, so do what you have to do in this life. Is it because we don't know when the soul will next arrive or get the opportunity to then grow
Yeah.
spiritually.
Yeah, definitely. That's why we have to treat whatever we have right now as precious because we don't know. Mhm. And mostly these ideas have also become very popular in these recent years. So actually, this is the time of, this is many people may not feel it, but this is sort of the final lifetime for each one. Majority, this is the last birth in this lifetime. Before we leave the body, we will see how we will all go back home. So this is the um, for 99 percent souls, this is the last birth, this costume. So these ideas have become popular more so than ever now because this is the time of awakening. Brahmin phase is only one life. So this is, subconsciously we know that only one life for waking up. We know. So Brahmin phase is not many lives, but just one life. So wherever you get it, this is sort of the final. It's not that after this I can again come to Brahmin phase. It's very, yeah, unlikely. Drama doesn't work that way. It brings that knowledge, serves that knowledge once for each one. So whichever life I get that, whichever body the soul is in, it's the most precious body. It's the most correct situations. It's the most, accurate time for the soul to be served knowledge. Anything? Any other ideas? Tired?
No, it's good.
Good. Good, happy to know. Very happy. I know some people who who are not in this, knowledge, but they know what I sort of practice, and they tell me, some family members that, no matter, whatever you say, but this is the best news that the world will end, or we will all go back home. So I say, but then you have to do something, na? There will be pain messages. That I don't know. That I don't care. But ultimately, it's good. So yeah, because the souls are so fed up, na? But it's you enjoy, the drama most here. If you're watching a movie and there are different types of movies, rom-com, comedy, and this and that, but some you get that adrenaline rush watching an action film, yeah? And when you know that it's an action film, you enjoy even more. So this is the time where most action plus horror, everything happens. Yeah. With open eyes you can see. So with open eyes, you are able to see multiple scenes. So if you wake up at this time, then this is the most enjoyable scenes that you get. Most unpredictable scenes, it's the most. So in a movie, when you know what the movie is, then it's when you can predict what the movie is. It's not a very, exciting one. If people go to watch a match, and the more it becomes, unpredictable, and you don't know what's going to happen in the next ball, things change. That is, tickets are sold very expensive. Yeah, yeah. And that's how people say that, it's worth every penny, worth every dollar. So this time the drama is worth every, dollar in that sense. We should all be paying, tax to watch this drama. Yeah, all the time, every week some tax should be deducted, because you're watching the most most enjoyable drama. There is politics, there is enjoyable, entertaining, lots happening. In no drama, this much happens. So there is politics, there is horror, there is this and that. Ultimately, this will all disappear. It will all go. The souls are going to be complete angels, completely pure, so innocent, they don't even know what they did, and they will all go back home. Yeah. And then start, late soon. So this is like, how a child is, so infant, infant phase, where there is just like an infant, so sweet, so cute, that sort of. Then this is a toddler, they've grown up, and this is like adulthood, where the entire there's so much to do. You become workaholic, you have to earn, you have to do this responsibility. So in copper age, every soul is so action conscious, role conscious, and they have just started doing, moving away from who I am, being. And how usually it happens that by the time they become old, they feel my entire life was a waste. Yeah, what did I do? I'm not happy. So Iron Age is the time when souls are really like, these grumpy old people, same habits and, constantly same complaint. Everything is the same because the patterns are so strong that even if it's a 5-year-old child, the soul is so, but in a phase where it is just like a old person, old grandma. No one wants to change. How old people are. Even a 5-year-old child will not want a new toy. They are happy with the old ones, and this sort of thinking where my is so strong. So now every soul has to die from that ego. Hmm? And yeah, you are sort of creating everything for the whole cycle. It's like this pregnancy time where you go into the womb of supreme sky, and you are creating now from everything from scratch. So yeah. So
I'm thinking, are they teaching these things in the school as well? The other day, my daughter was saying, is Earth gonna end,
yeah,
And I was like, no, that's something I think that was in the news maybe before 2012 or
2012.
2012, and then she's asking me, no, it's gonna end soon, and
Yeah.
recently only she was asking me, and I was like, no,
You know why this is happening? Because yeah, we will, even for online, everyone can listen. That when this news came in 2012, no? 2012, even documentaries are made on this. So we were in school and we were made to watch movies on 2012. So even at that time when this came out, so this is the oldest civilization, and all the cultures follow this calendar, which is, I may be wrong with the word, but it's like Mayan calendar, Mayan civilization, something like that. And so everything that is in that calendar, sort of, sometimes how people can predict, what are they called? Uh, what's the word? Something with F, how they can
Focus.
yeah, like predict
Foretellers.
foretellers, yeah, fortune tellers, something like that, that they can give you the dates. This is going to happen. This because when a soul is a little bit detached from the drama, they can see exactly what the scenes are because it's already there. What is going to happen? You just need to tune into it. To tune into it, you have to have less bondages, so you know exactly which scene is coming. So as per this civilization, there is a lot of dates, which are decoded into some earth time. So even at that time when they said 2012 is sort of the end of the world or major transformation begins then, actually it meant 2025 for us. So people at that time just, some people, because it became so popular, most people thought it's 2012, but it was never 2012. It was always 25. So, so this year that idea is coming back again, that that it's 2025 where we will all witness major transformations externally, at the global level, at international level, at all of this. So there is a lot of, if you talk about politics, all that, there's a lot to discuss, but a lot of changes have happened. And yeah, a lot. Let's see. Let's see. It will be nice to see. So this is you are all, the luckiest souls who have got in just before time. Just before time. So very, very lucky, just when the final climax is coming and people enter. In the last 5 balls you enter, that's where the story gets really interesting. And we have the really can be so relaxed and so easy. Let the drama go at its pace and just come out of it. So, enjoy. A lot of resistance from Maya, a lot of ego is, giving justifications, doing something, but just somehow convinced to take a 2-minute break and come out of it. It will be magical. And you will create wonders for the souls that you are put in with,
Yeah.
because you cannot tell them knowledge. They might be in a completely different phase. They will not, some may not even listen to it. But if you are stable and you are in this state, you can give them power. When something will happen, everyone else is crying and you can sustain that. So one soul is needed to make this drama insignificant. And you are getting that practice. So others will also be able to. So you are sort of, the ancestors in that sense, old souls, very old souls. So old soul is like the engine of the train. So if that starts, then every compartment will sooner or less it will start. So it's sort of your practice has benefit for so many. So yeah, then now you can't say I don't get time for practice because it is
There's no time.
yeah, because there's a lot of time, but day by day, just create time. So, yeah, Om Shanti. Thank you.
Om Shanti.
And we'll meet on Tuesday.